Okay, we're here. We're actually swimming for once. Again. When I should probably work, but I did a lot of work. I think I deserve a break. For real, guys. I deserve a break, right? Right? Keep working. Anyway. I'm gonna start up some music for us to listen to while I ert. Okay. Hopefully it's not gonna be too loud that you guys can't hear me. Hey, me. Muted. There we go. I hope I'll need to bring my mic closer to me so that you guys can hear me while I'm drawing, because I always am away from the mic. Hope it's close enough. But welcome in, Meep. So, we'll be drawing today. Specifically, don't. Don't you dare. You will be put in timeout, my guy. Good. What the fuck did your mala just do? I don't know. Sometimes it does things weird, and sometimes it's not tracked in my face like properly, because like I move my head like a lot when I'm drawing, so that's probably gonna happen a lot this stream. So I don't know. Yeah. Which, speaking of model, actually, I'm gonna bring up my model a little bit higher so that I could see it, because I actually need to draw a new reference sheet for my characters since we added some new designs. So. God, okay, how am I gonna do this? Where's the coffee version of this model? Wish. Unfortunately I didn't make this, and I only have so many options to make this, so there is no coffee version. Sorry, we couldn't make it cursed. Just put yourself inside a coffee mug and put his face on it. I guess so. True. I'll have to see if I can do that. Hold up. I think I have a PNG image. Hold up. Wait. We're gonna try something. Because I'm allowed to add, like, little things, like items. So if I'm able to, like... Hold up. Okay, that is not... Okay. That's a web thing. I'll work on that later. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I need to bring up a image of my actual palette. Because we gotta get these colors right. So I did suddenly turn whiter, I think. Which is fine, because I'm originally more white. And usually, I don't think I meant to be this white in general character, but eh. Yeah. I was whitewashed, guys. Speaking from a white person. That's so dumb. Anyway. I also got a bunch of brushes for like horror art, so we might be doing some horror art if I feel like it. I've been getting really into like My Little Pony Infection AUs as of recently. I know it might sound weird of like adding My Little Pony in it, but they're actually some really good ones that I enjoy. One of my favorite ones is like the oh god, which one is it? It's really good and I enjoy it a lot. I think it's by like I know I hold up, I'm gonna look it on my phone. It's usually like on Instagram where I watch these things. There's one by like Rebirth Reborn, which this one I think I don't. Which is still ongoing, I think. Like, I think there's one more chapter that's gonna come out, and then more, like, information pages. And then there's, like, I think it's Mr. Gendered? What is their thing called again? Graveyard Plague. That's the one for the person who made who's named Rebirth Reborn. Yeah, Graveyard. Hi, honey. Welcome in, welcome in. Right now, I'm talking about my current obsession with MLP infection AUs. I need to find. I can't write. Yeah. Gendered. Which, their thing is called, like, I think... I think it's just the Everfree Affection AU, actually. Yeah. Yes! Yes! I love the Affection AUs. I've been following 2 of them recently. One of them just ended! That I've been following for 2 years! Which is the Everfree Infection AU by Mr. Gendered. Like, it's like full on out. I do highly recommend watching it, like, through, oh god, it's the one where, you know, like, it's the one with the tree gore, you know? It's like, basically, like, a branch that put spores that were like first like with a bug and what yeah and then it just pops out and then everyone gets affected. It first started with Fluttershy because Fluttershy was trying to find like a cure for something, but and then Discord amplified it, and it turns out it was a mistake between 2 plants, and it infects so many ponies. It infected like Twilight first, I think, for mainly like sort of like patient number 1. Yeah, it just finished, and it had its finale. I need to force my boyfriend to watch LMP. For real! Like, like, the infection AU in my brain with all these infection AUs, even the graveyard, infection, I love that one. And then show him the infection. Yeah, you should. It is an obsession that I have. I legit have started making my own infection AU. I legit started that. Hold up, wait. So, give me a sec. And of course, I'm gonna be a classic infection AU thing, and it's gonna start with Luna. I need Hani MLP infection right now. Yeah. Where? Yeah. This is not like going to be like officially a Luna's design, but this is like a sort of thing that I plan on doing. But I did start doing it. I know, right? And then, oh god, I need to find. This is like the design, but I think I wrote a bunch of like information. I think. Yes, I did. Yeah, I wrote so much information. Hold up. Let me get this out. Hold up, we're gonna stop the music real quick so that I can focus about telling my like my ideas for an infection AU. Yeah. Okay. So basically, like, yeah, like I was doing it like, yeah. So like the first thing was, oh, I need to like bring this up. So infection AU planning, MLP. Star inspired first victim is going to be Luna. Casual info infection created by Nightmare Moon before her defeat by the main six, a final gift so she could have the last laugh, infecting Luna her host first to spread this disease. Only infects unicorns / alicorns. This is important. The unicorns and alicorns are important for this disease, because most like part of it for like the spreading of it, it needs like a unicorn horn for it to spread through like basically magic from a unicorn / alicorn. So I've thought of everything. Hi, Alex. And basically I wanted it to be like star themed, so it's sort of like I am drawing something. And okay, so I've done all the phases. So phase 1 is not noticeable signs physically. Strange behavior may occur, like staring at the night sky in a daze almost all night, leading to lack of sleep, non-infectious. When was the last time you were drawing something? I think maybe like a month or two ago. Phase 2, infected will show signs of insomnia. Victims become terrified of sleeping. Victims mentions of shadows lurking. It's not a delusion. Phase 3, Starlight. Excuse me. Excuse me, Alex. Excuse you. I'm reading my infection AU right now to my Pookie Hani. Excuse you? Are you kidding me? Can I finish? Can I finish? Hani! Hani! You too? You too? Okay, I was explaining my infection AU. Alex! Oh my god! I want to explain my infection AU. I'm so freaking autistic about this. Yeah, let's not spam it. Okay, let's calm down a bit. Let's calm down a bit. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Let's not spam the fart. Yeah. We don't want it to be removed. Yeah, exactly, guys. Don't make me remove it. It's my brother's favorite sound alert when he wants to appear. He would be devastated. Um, okay, so phase three, star-like patterns appear in the eyes and horns. Victims' paranoia increased, and magic becomes erratic and out of the victim's control. Basic movement becomes clumsy. Victim may start mumbling. Also, loss of sight. Phase 4, the star-like patterns grow and crystallize. The victim's soul is no longer in control. They will try to wander, finding a place for the final phase. And then phase 5, victim hooves crystallize to the ground. The crystals on the horns and eyes shatter to infect whoever is near. Their eyes become hollow, and the crystals on their hooves will cover their body. So it's basically sort of like
I sentence you to touch grass!
Can I be autistic? Can I be neurodivergent for once? Okay, I know I need to touch grass. I do that enough when I'm at college, I guess, if I slip on my ass. Okay. I was wondering what that does. Yeah, yeah. I have like I realized that you can make different like profiles for sound alerts for depending on what you're doing with like your streams that you could switch between. So this is specifically for my art streams. So yeah. I find them as like not completely like non-distracting. Okay, the fart one I had to keep because my brother would be mad. And it's like put it in or something like that if he comes on. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is like Luna's first phase. I was planning on making more phases, but then I got tired and it was like getting late. When I was making this. So, but I do have a sketch of phase 4. Yeah. I might change the design a little bit and maybe polish up the effects for like the infection phases because with the eye thing of it also shattering could also mean like other ponies can do it, but I think I need to like clarify it's mostly the horn that shatters and spreads the infection, not the eyes. The eyes are just like a sort of like symbolic thing of like I guess in a way like you stare too much at the sky and you've become blinded by it. You become blinded by dreams in a way because they don't really die per se. Also, what my headphones battery level low. But they come like sort of like asleep in a way when they're crystallized. And that's like the sort of plan that I have in my mind right now. And basically it's sort of a thing of like there's no soul in the body. It's like the no eyes thing is like a symbol of there's no more soul that is in control or whatnot. Like they're not there right now. And I think like it's sort of like a dreamlike state still, but their souls is kind of like in a limbo, you know? In Tartarus. I need to also like polish it up based off lore wise because I haven't seen the MLP show in a long while, and I know there's like a lot of lore, and even in the comics, there's a lot of lore in the comics, so I need to look at that for a little bit. But yeah, so that's phase 4. I need to do the in between ones of like phase 2 and 3, and then the final stage at 5. So, yeah, I need to do that. But, yeah. I'm proud of the sketch, though. I really like it. So, we're working on it. What are these? I've been lurking. Sorry, I'm being a little autistic right now and showing off my in the work in progress MLP infection AU because I'm obsessed with reading them. And it's like I can do art. Hopefully I don't suck at writing. I probably do, but I got ideas. I got ideas. I think I'm gonna do the thing where it's just like I'm not gonna do like comic stuff because I think that might take a lot of energy out of me. I'm just gonna write like info pages. You know? I feel like those types of things where it's just like it's someone writing and making logs of like the infection that I find like the most like fascinating, but I do also like the comics. Siri, have you ever watched Short Wars? You told me about this. Yes, I have. We're staying to the MLP infection AU. Nah, we are not straying off this AU. Okay. We should actually get to drawing. First I need to draw like you know what? We'll come back to that. We'll actually continue on with the infection AU shit. Yeah. How was it? Okay, I'm gonna go make food. I'm hungry. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I won't be answering your question. Okay. Anyway. Back to music. Because... There we go. So, well, let's actually, like... I need to, like, fully finish this concept thing. We're gonna get up nice and close, guys. I got really nice, like, sort of... This is really gonna put my test to creep factor. You're drawing a zombified Everybody's coming in. Wait, I'm being autistic about my... After I just explained my infection AU that I'm planning on making for funsies. Yeah, I'm making sort of zombified. Not really, it's more of infection. I guess it's sort of a zombie. Like... You know, because infections... Yeah, I guess so. Draw some maggots on it to make it look more gross. In fact, okay. I'm not gonna do that, and there's a reason. There's a reason. They're technically not dead. That's the thing. With the AU that I'm making, it's more of like partially like psychological, you know, sort of happenings. So basically, to explain it in basic terms, this is an infection caused by Nightmare Moon as a final laugh towards like the main six and the princesses. And all of it is surrounding like the night sky, delusions per se, shadows in the corner of your eye. It's basically psychological stuff. Infection AU My Little Pony. That's what we're making. No! I will disable the fart redeem. I will. Yeah, the body isn't decaying. It's more of like somewhat like psychological. Partially it's decaying in a way of like insomnia and stuff like that. I love that one. And basically what happens in the final stages is their body crystallizes in like star-like patterns. And in the final stage for like the in total, like for it to be infectious, is that and this specifically only affects unicorns and alicorns for this reason, is that their horn, after they like it crystallizes enough on their horn, it will shatter and spread with magic to other unicorns and like alicorns. Bro. Do I have to explain my AU again? Do I have to go all the way back to like I'm literally planning this out, guys. Oh my god. It's not. I haven't even finished drawing. It's the sketch. Why do people do this? It's the sketch. Trust the fucking process. Yeah, their teeth sort of shatter too. And another thing that shatters specifically is their eyes as a sort of metaphor. Basically meaning like in like the fourth phase, they lose control and like their soul is like slowly like being put into limbo. And then in the final phase, they're officially in limbo and they're like near like almost forever asleep, but their body still lives. And so like it doesn't rot. And also like their body does fully crystallize near the end, but their eyes are gone. It, as a sort of thing, is just like, yeah, there's nothing left in the body. And it's sort of like a thing with the like the night sky of constantly staring at the night sky is like you're in another world, you know, like daydreaming per se, or dreaming in general. It's like it's complex. I will figure out the full on thing. I'm not. Are you having dark thoughts? I'm always having dark thoughts. I'm joking. I'm fine. I am mentally well. Okay. I am just very autistic about MLP infection AUs, and I want to make my own. I fell, honey. I'm mostly mentally well. How about that? I'm mostly okay. I just want to be a little silly. I just want to be a little silly. Yeah. Thank you, hi. Thank you. I know I'm very silly when I stream. I am so parasocial. Totally. Okay, we're gonna continue drawing. I don't know what I'm gonna actually do with like the teeth per se. I feel like it's that thing where when things crystallize, like in general, it sort of shifts the teeth because there might be like crystallization in the mouth as well, because it goes like mostly infects the horn and eyes, but I can see it spreading to the teeth, and then of course in the final phase they get planted to the ground by crystallization, so it does spread throughout the body, and this can lead to some gruesome work if I wanted to. Like, I could do a thing where some of them may live and some of them may die depending on how bad the crystallization is and, like, how it forms. Because I could do some real good stuff. I love the thing.
I love the thing that's called and is called and you called and taste very good and everything loved. It's pizza.
Okay. Give them a perfect smile, but with creepy smile, like they're happy with the pain. Exactly. And this is mostly like with the smile thing. It is partially with the creep factor because come on, a creepy smile goes a long way with making things creepy. And infection AUs are supposed to be creepy. I'm trying my best, guys. But generally, in like logical sense, in my brain, I feel like if it did crystallize in the mouth, it would be like absolutely sort of like this, where the teeth become crooked, crystallize, or like crystals are like shooting out of the gums a bit. So, I could see that happening because it does mainly affect the face. And I also have this thing going on where it sort of affects the heart right now for Luna specifically. The reason why this is probably going to be so drastic, like with the crystallization of being so like all over the place, is because of Nightmare Moon being a part of Luna in a way. So we gotta make it gruesome, you know? Because Nightmare Moon ain't gone. She's just getting started. So, full on thing. I'm just being autistic. MLP community scares me. That's fair. Probably part of the reason why is just like I am so invested in some gory stuff is also because of the MLP community. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, I started drawing gore art when I was freaking in middle school. Like, start of middle school, so yeah. I was pretty fucked from the beginning. This was bound to happen. I'm gonna make all like once there's like a sort of cure for this, all the ponies like who got infected will probably need braces. uh, uh, hey, you're gonna be like me when I had braces. And nerdy glasses. Yeah, because they're gonna be blind. I'm doing everything. You need braces? Yeah. I know for me, I really needed braces when I did because I had an overbite. So that basically means my forward teeth was like over my bottom teeth, like by a lot. It was almost like 100% covered. And that is apparently not normal. So I had to deal with braces for like 3 years. Mostly because I got my braces when COVID just hit. So I had to have them on for a little bit longer because of COVID. Because we couldn't do our checkups because of lockdown. And I had to like go and like get them multiply fixed after like the long while of not being able to go to the orthodontist. And yeah, I had to. That was fun. Yeah, I used to think overbite meant taking bigger bites of food. Yeah, no. Ah, no. I meant eraser. Uh... These are crystals, by the way. I'm working on some crystals that are forming in the mouth. Make this make sense. In your MLP universe, does the infection transfer from one to another through bites like zombies? How it transfers. So this one specifically affects unicorns and alicorns. And basically what happens is after it crystallizes on the head, specifically on the horn and the eyes, at the final phase, after they're planted in the ground by crystallization, sort of like very similar to other infection AUs with like the Everfree AU, infection AU, and whatnot. They get planted, and then sort of like some weird thing happens, and it kind of explodes the horn with the crystals. So like the horn and crystals on the horn just shatter. And basically, in my head, I feel like that will cause like a sort of like reaction that spreads like both like the infection and magic over, so that it travels far and lasts longer to other unicorns and alicorns. So that's how it spreads. So the crystallization is are born. Yeah, airborne. So basically it's airborne. And so what happens is that you can't really stop yourself from getting it per se. Partially this needs, though I think personally I might do it either it's inhaling it, or it sort of lands on your horn or eyes. One or the other. It could be both, honestly, but inhaling would probably not help with the crystallization in the throat. This is mostly specifically because it affects the horn, and especially if it's to your eyes, that it affects the illusions. So, yeah. Funsies. And I could see it as a sort of like, you know, glitter and like starry glitter. It's basically like that. It would really suck if you got it in your eye, but hey. Yeah, it would be. And so that's another thing these ponies will also have to deal with, is no horns anymore, because they get freaking blasted if they're at the final stage. There's no hope for you to survive, your horn to survive, at least. Or your teeth, or your eyes. Anything involving the face, you're probably gonna lose. You probably can keep hearing, though. Hearing will be fine. What about normal ponies? Okay, so this one specifically, like, only affects unicorns and alicorns. But I may consider at some point that the infection might mutate and infect other ponies in different ways. It may mutate because it's so magic oriented. So I feel like if it collects enough magic, sort of thing, with the infection or whatnot, it might affect other ponies, but for the most part, they are immune at the moment. At least at the start of this AU that I'm planning on making. I'm back. How is the sweet little Siri Beans? I just want to squeeze the model of urine hug. Yeah, I know, he's cute. Like crystallizing the wings of a Pegasus pony? Could be. That could be a thing. But the only problem with that is that there will be a sort of like plot hole with that because in technicality, wings don't exactly have like magic, and that's what helps the infection spread. So it's either I have to sort of like find a way of how it should spread through other ponies and whatnot, because I also don't know how it would infect like earth ponies per se. Even though technically they all have a magic in some sort of way, I'm specifically targeting unicorns and alicorns mostly because of the horn magic that they have. So, yeah. It's yeah, because like I was thinking of this when I was like first like writing down like all my notes for the AU, and it was just like, how is this gonna spread to other ponies? And it's like I couldn't think of a thing that would make logical sense to me, so I'm saying, okay, right now they're gonna be immune. I'll go back to this later if I want to like mutate the infection, because you know some infections do mutate, you know, like COVID-19. So, or maybe they just have hallucination and nightmares that drive them crazy. It could be that. It could just stay as like a psychological thing for them and it doesn't affect them greatly. But I feel like that's kind of boring. So I'm gonna stick right now for the unicorns and alicorns only get infected. And plus I don't want every single character to get infected, like all at once. Oh, sorry, I have to catch you up on some stuff we went over the last week's D&D day. Just remembered. Fair enough. Like, it could technically do that because that, like, for the nightmares and whatnot, insomnia and seeing things in the corner of your eye that may not be entirely delusion, that could work for the other types of ponies, being Earth ponies and Pegasus. But we also have to consider, whenever you got time, of course. Yeah, I currently don't have time right now because I'm streaming. I'll have to see. I'm a bit busy this week. Maybe next week. I have a reading week next week, so I might be a little bit more free, but that depends on what I have planned. Because midterms! Yippee! But yeah. I'm gonna definitely like put a pin in it for the Pegasus and Earth ponies right now, because I know I can come up with something and it will be absolutely great. No worries, I have finals next week, lol. Yeah. So, yeah, I will touch back on the Earth ponies and Pegasi, but also we do need survivors to find a way to, like, save them, you know? And just, like, and it just kind of makes it a little bit easier to choose between which ones will get affected or not, as of right now at the very start of the story. I don't want to... Yeah, so, you know, like, the classic ones are probably going to get infected, you know, Rarity, Twilight, maybe. Twilight, I feel like, should still be the main character, though, so I feel like she'll survive for a while. Have you seen Vampire Infection version? I have, the vampire one? Are you talking about the one where, I don't know what you mean, but I know there's one that includes vampire ponies. Where Fluttershy is sort of the cure for it to turn into a bat because there was an infection that turned ponies into like real life horses sort of looking ass things, and basically that was sort of the cure to help with the infection. Okay, yeah, I know that one. I do know that one. That one, yeah, I remember it left off of Fluttershy dying. Yeah. And then of course Twilight is awake and a vampire vampire pony. Ugh, that pony. Yeah. I know a few AUs, that's for sure. I love reading them. It's such a creative process of making like an entire infection. And I find that a lot of them tend to, a few of them so far I've noticed, tend to take inspiration from actual infections from like plants, which I find really cool. For For mine, though, I think it might be just mostly schizophrenia. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, sorry. I know I'm a yapper today. Total yapper right now. I should probably continue yawning. I've been sitting and talking and yapping. But the reason why I probably am drawing so My Little Pony is because it's part of my childhood, and it was actually one of the first things I drawed when I was younger, when I was like really getting into art. So no, not you. I had this thing that I wanted to say, but then my brain blanked for a sec. Fair enough. Brain went offline. And I'm gonna make the crystal sort of like star shaped and emphasize the star thing. Okay. No, I wanted to like use separate. Okay. What happened to Celestia in your universe? Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't really thought about it. So it's either she's gonna be so what I'm thinking is that she's either going to be one, depressed as hell because she lost her sister again when she just got her back, which honestly would put more to the story. So I might consider that more, where she sort of survives a little bit longer and maybe all the way to the end. I don't know. And to find a cure in a way. Or she gets infected early because she was unaware of what was happening to Luna until it was too late. It depends on how the infection will exactly work. Or it's just like, I think, yeah, most of it is just like, I do want to have that sort of sister relationship going on where it's just like mainly like regret. And also just like the complete thought of just like, maybe I could have prevented this, you know? I think it would add a lot to the story. So I might consider keeping Celestia alive for a lot longer than other ponies. Maybe all the way to the end, but it depends. But I feel like she may be one, like doing a little bit of the research. But of course, because this is a completely new created infection, it's gotta take some time. And then also probably is going to try to see how to protect everyone in a way from this infection through experiments. So yeah, I think part of that would be that with also Twilight. So classic teacher-student moment. So I think that's gonna happen. Because I feel like I need to have like that sort of thing. I need to get in the feels of people, you know? Make Celestia a tragic character. And I think I'm getting partial inspiration from Mr. Gendered AU, the Everfree infection AU, because I know they did like a very similar thing that I'm thinking of right now, where it's just like Celestia has been like working on finding stuff all the way to the end. The only difference is that Luna like stays alive and allows Nightmare Moon to go into to help with like stopping the infected ponies from hurting anybody. And then Celestia thinks, "Oh shit, Nightmare Moon is back," and then she attacks Luna slash Nightmare Moon when they're only trying to help and stop the infection, and generally is working for the most part for Celestia to find a cure. And it just leads to Celestia being banished to the stars. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Celestia with that AU. But it's sort of gonna partially inspiration from that. But I feel like it's less on that sort of ending and more of like because Luna actually gets infected in my AU, it's gonna be a whole load of guilt for like with the whole Nightmare Moon thing, and then also partial survivor's guilt, you know? So I think I'm gonna do that. I think for the other ponies, Rarity, of course, is going to get infected. I feel like I think we're gonna do that right off the bat. It's gonna be interesting to see if I can infect Discord. But the problem is I am technically going all the way to season 1 lore. And this is like based off of season 1. So we might not have Discord for that one. I might have to consider not adding Discord because it would still be put in stone. Because this is like the events right after Nightmare Moon was defeated. So that's probably the only season I need to watch to catch up on the lore. Because I know Discord appears on like season 2. The only thing I could think of being able to bring Discord is if the first phase or second phase goes like takes a very long time for it to go to the next phase. But I think in the end, if Discord got infected, then everything is doomed. I would think so too in partial sense. But also the thing is, like, would he entirely break because he's full of magic throughout the body or something? Or would his claws break? Or his paw break? I don't know what would break. Yeah. Maybe it's best to stick to season 1 characters. It would be it's either that or Discord survives, but I feel like Discord tends to be that like all the time. I feel like his spore explosion thing will be like a nuke. Yeah, honestly, it would be crazy. Also, I learned the more lore about Discord recently because I've been so into like My Little Pony and Infection AUs. Like, I literally learned that Discord technically wasn't like the Lord of Chaos at the very beginning. He actually took the place of another oh god, I don't know if it was a pony or a magical creature that was originally sort of like a Lord of Chaos. And because Discord like was really fond of this one and whatnot and didn't want like or like the person regretted. I don't remember completely, but he took the place and wiped everyone's memories of this previous lord so that they like there's the like no ill will or something, or to find her or something. I'm not sure. I need to watch it again. I need to look at this lore, but this is like in the comics. So this is like really deep dive lore. I really need to read the comics. There's a lot of comics. And like I know I used to have My Little Pony comics. Like I at least had one. So yeah. He was a good guy from the beginning. In a sense, yeah. He first started out as sort of like a slave slash servant, at least we believe. He was like a slave slash a servant to who was like it's the he was a servant of a certain family. Um Tirek, if you guys remember Tirek, this sort of like partial like goat beast, you know? Tirek's family sort of used to own Discord, and that's why like it's like it partially it kind of gives you like a snippet of that, but it's not really explained much in the TV show. Once again, it's more in the comics. The reason why Tirek, when he first saw Discord, like in the season when they appear, it's like, Discord, you're free. It is possibly hinting at because he used to be a servant of Tirek's family. So yeah, Discord has a lot of lore. Yeah, that is currently what has come up so far. I think that is like the main idea that people have come to conclude through the comics. So yeah, it's crazy. Thought he was talking about the seal. Yeah, everyone thought that too. And honestly, I thought about that too. But the most possible reason why Tirek said that was because Discord used to be a servant of Tirek. Because Tirek was banished before Discord became like possibly the Lord of Chaos and trapped in stone. So if it was possible that Tirek knew he was sealed, like it could be a possible like double meaning sentence in both being sealed and as a servant. But in most likelihood, based on the timeline, I think it's most likely he was talking about Discord being like his family's past servant. And that was because after Tirek decided to go bonkers and take Pony's magic, sort of Tirek's family lost reputation, and that and like it basically like noble things of like they went down in ranking, and Discord was free because they were no longer powerful. I don't know if Discord became a servant willingly though. It could be possible, but I'm not 100% sure if that was mentioned. But yeah, that's part of the lore that at least I've learned. So yeah, it's a lot, right? It is it's a lot. And also another thing, Lord, do you know Zecora? Yeah. So Zecora herself, if you know her species, of course, they're zebras. There is a whole town outside of like Equestria that is full like a tribe of zebras, and I heard that Zecora taught herself how to speak in rhymes, and it's not actually a common thing between like her species. It's just a Zecora thing, and I think it was partially due to her being fascinated with like certain things. I think specifically from her mentor about like the languages and whatnot, or rhymes. So yeah, that's another thing. Um the comics give so much lore to Ponyville that they didn't put in the shows, and it's kind of sad that they didn't put in the shows because I would love to learn about this. But yeah, hi Matt. But yeah. The comics give so much information. I definitely recommend that. Also, I don't know if my memory serves me right. I could be wrong, and this could be a fan comic that I saw. Oh, so I'm gonna erase this because I don't like how it's looking. As I look at it more. I don't know if this is a fan comic or actual comic from the My Little Ponyverse. But do you know that one unicorn, white unicorn with pink hair that's always next to that sort of like rich looking unicorn that Rarity crushed over like in the first few seasons? it's either a fan comic that I read, or it's or it could actually be lore. I'm not sure. I don't need to confirm this. In either one, apparently she's a spy. Apparently, actually, let me look at this up, because I don't know what her name is, but I don't. It was something like either spy related, or it could be a fan comic, and I might be wrong. MLP Spy Unicorn. There is so many comics, though. There is 102 issues of My Little Pony. Oh, God. So you're not reading through all of them, are you? I'm not. I'm just skimming through them. I'm trying to find the one, if it is the one. Because I know it's either, maybe I had an issue and that's what I'm thinking of. Also, there's more lore on Luna. There's more lore on everything. Luna has a pet opossum. Luna has a pet opossum. And also 2 owls, I think. So you're not reading, yeah. But yeah. God. I feel like I would know, like, I'm pretty sure I read this as an actual book, and this was before I learned how to, like, read stuff online and whatnot. So I think, I'm pretty sure. And I'll need to read through all of these, though, eventually, to know more lore. But it's just like, God, I need to find it. I want to find it so bad. And I also think this might also give, like, this would give, you sure it wasn't in an official episode or comic and not fan made? I feel like it's actually an official comic, because the comics have, like, a certain style, and I feel like I remember it being in the actual comic book style. Though I will say it does sometimes have multiple styles, but the way it's paneled, you know? Uh, it's not the Lyra and Bonbon one, no. Get the fuck out of there with that. Elevator music would have been nice right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should probably put up music for you guys. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'll put some music on for you guys. Give me a sec. I'll bring up some Spotify. No, no, no. I should probably. Okay, there we go. No, no, no. We're you're gonna have music at least. I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like I've seen it. I'm getting so off track. I'm sorry. ADHD go burr, I guess. This song would be perfect for chasing after a friend bus that left in the rain.
Was it love, or was I used? Did you find in her what I couldn't be? A better version, a better me. I saw you.
Barry, ever watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Nope. I don't think I have. 40. We're on issue 40. Okay. Give it a shot. You'll probably like it. Probably, yeah. We'll see.
42.
I swear I'll find it. I'll find it. Trust.
Try to forget, but it's too soon. You never left an endless loop. Turn back time in my mind. I'll press rewind till you're mine. Wake up again, it's noon. Your silhouette, it fills my room. Is this the right thing or just deja vu? Send me a sign till I crash into you. I'm still stuck in the past, can't see it through. So tell me, yeah, tell me if you feel it too.
Fair enough.
Wish you were close, but this time around, I'm letting go. Don't turn back time in my mind. I press rewind, leave it behind. That chain smoker song, you like the most. When closer comes on, I hold out hope. Is this the right thing or just deja vu? Send me a sign till I crash into you. I'm still stuck in the past, can't see
I feel like I missed it.
so tell me, yeah, tell me if you feel it too.
Because sometimes it's just like, come on.
Change your mind.
I know I'm spending so much time on this, but I swear, it might be actually fan-made and I might be just dumb.
Counting all the colors, I hate the way I jumped in. Secondhand high off of your lies. Yeah, I loved you and I don't
I'm just being distracted, guys. Sorry.
Like waiting on the high tide, I could feel you shifting. All I know is you were never all mine. Hate the way I dove in.
I know we were playing drawing. What am I doing? I feel like they're missing a lot of comics with this one. I feel like there were more.
Hope that it burns you.
God, I'm getting so distracted. I'm bad about this. Once I start getting into lore and whatnot, I just start looking.
Have you climbed a mountain top?
Ah, thank you, Spotify ad.
The online casino with all the latest games and bonuses like 50 free spins on Big Bass Bonanza with no
I feel like
requirements.
where I'm seeing all these don't have all the comics. I swear.
Open to all players 18 years and older, excluding Ontario. First time deposit only. 50 free spins on Big Bass Bonanza. Minimum $10 deposit. Full terms apply. Please play responsibly.
They say the best things in life are free. And at Fizz Mobile, we couldn't agree more. That's why we're giving everyone a chance to sample our 5G network for F-R-E-E free. No strings attached, no commitments. Head to fizz.ca/free trial to sign up. Conditions apply.
How many pickles can Harvey's pack into our pickle event? How about 4 crispy fried pickles for only $3? And the return of our pickle poutine, topped with crispy fried and tangy diced pickles. The Harvey's Pickle Event. Taxes extra.
Lizard. I feel like if I just keep scrolling through all these images, I will find it. I will find it. I think I remember the book cover.
Hydrate or dihydrate, you dick!
I will hydrate. Hold up. Give me a sec. I'm so obsessed with why I did this. I swear. I just need to. I think it might be like a sub-series thing, and that's why I can't find it in normal issues, because there's like. Was it this animated issue? My Little Pony animated comic 3. I think it's. Oh. Sure, it's okay if you don't find it. It's not really that important. I think so. Don't stress. It's important to me. It's important to me. I want to find it. I don't want to be crazy. Oh, potty. It's called Return to Harmony, I think. It could be that. It could be the Return to Harmony. But I could be wrong. This might just be. Never mind, it's just animated. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me keep searching. Guess it's not that. Don't have the points to the fart, but hello there, Siri. Hi, bro. Welcome in, welcome in. God, I can't. Where is it? The problem is this comic is on my mind and I need to find it for my mind to relax. Do I have to like literally go through my old books? Like go through and just like see if I have it still? I don't think I do. You know what? I think I need to clip something for YouTube for people to find this and say I'm not crazy. It could either be a fan comic or it could be an actual comic. But I'm talking about, let me bring up the pony that I was talking about of being possibly a spy or something. I don't know. It's either like an agent or a spy sort of thing. Wait. Maybe if I just put in a MLP Unicorn agent. Maybe that's what I'm getting wrong. Hold up. Blossom Forth? No, it's not that. It's not Blossom Forth. It's a unicorn. She's like the rich kind, the very tall, skinny type. Fleur de Lis! Fleur de Lis! I think. Feel like she has a comic. The Secret Light of Fleur de Lis. Is it fan made? I feel like it's real. I think I found it. I just don't know. It's not telling me. Is it an official comic? I feel like it's an official comic. Oh, so where's my Mimikyu and Kawa and I'm hopping on now. Oh yeah, I'll get you that soon. I'm not gonna give me a sec, okay? Even though this was supposed to be an art stream, I don't think we're but like I don't know if is it a fan comic or not. Comic, is it I've been bamboozled. I've been bamboozled. It's just this person has a really very similar art style to fucking the original comics. Huh? I thought it was real. Bro, I got bamboozled. Are you serious? I thought it was a real comic that I saw it in a book. Or was it actually online? Everything's fake. But no, it's so similar to like a genuine art style in the comics. Oh. God. I feel disappointed in myself. It's just like, it's fake all along. Thought it was real. Man. Oh man, really talented people are master manipulators. No, for real. It legit looks like an actual comic from the My Little Pony comics, like with a specific style. Because like, okay, the MLP comics tend to have like different styles depending on which artist they do it. This specific one is like one of the most popular art styles that is like used in some of the comics. Like, my God, that is crazy. Oh my God. Oh. I'm just I don't know what to think anymore. I've been thinking this entire time that Fleur de Lis was like this badass pony that was like some sort of what? Wait, let me read the comic. Oh shoot! I accidentally opened something else up. I didn't mean to. Accidentally. Oh, she's a former royal guard in this comic. Okay. The series brain turned to this. Yeah, it turned into a Dorito. Man. I feel, oh. Fries. God, that artist is crazy to be able to replicate such an art style. It's such a... Oh. God damn. I don't think I could do gore anymore. You know what, guys? Instead of doing gore My Little Pony, we'll just do regular My Little Pony. Since I'm on the topic of My Little Pony, might as well. Like, I was wondering why it's black, and it's like, I turned it black. I'm about to bring out like my old My Little Pony like how I used to draw My Little Pony and stuff. Like, I think I mostly did like a thing like this most of the time, but I also do that like with my wolves specifically. There's also this. I feel like when it came down to it, this was mostly like for cats. Yeah. But this was mostly side profile stuff. Um, yeah. Okay. You know what? Who should I draw? I do have one OC that I do have. Give me a sec. I have a sort of Pegasus dragon sort of one. That's what it looks like right there. I made it in Ponytown. So let's make that character and maybe improve it a little bit. Pinkie Pie? We could also do Pinkie Pie. I do like Pinkie Pie. I think that Pinkie Pie is a total thing that I like. Pinkie Pie was like the main character that I related to, probably because it is so, like she is so ADHD coded. So we can do Pinkie Pie actually. I should make my own Pinkie Pie. You know what I really like some artists do with Pinkie Pie is add sprinkles in her hair. Oh god, My Little it's good to go back to like My Little Pony stuff, honestly. Do-do-do.
Erzählt so viel, doch zu sagen hast du nichts. Umkreist, umreißt, kommt sie zum Punkt. Heiß, heiß, heißer, liest dich hinreißt und es dir die Gier schreit. Legst dahin, dieses Betteln bieten Wimmer. Es kommt zu spät, komm, lass uns
Can you let go?
Du wirst sehen, was in mir steckt. Wenn du's willst, dann halt dich fest. Komm näher, bis die Funken springen. Noch mehr und alles brennt. Wenn sie nicht auf was explodiert.
Okay, that.
Spielst mit ner Bombe bist.
Can't use Liquefy for some reason.
Ständig denk ich, es reicht, doch ich will noch mehr. Träume unendlich weit, wünsche immer höher, kein Ziel. Gleich wie groß es wär, bleibt für mich unerreicht. Ich teil mir noch mehr.
I feel like Pinkie Pie would be a really fluffy pony, you know? You guys feel me? Pinkie Pie would definitely be a very fluffy pony. That smells like marshmallows. Off 19th hairstyle. Exactly! I feel like it would be like that type of hairstyle for her. Because it's like, when I think about like the 19s, like, it feels like they were all about partying. And like, it's part of like a YOLO or like hipster and whatnot. I feel like she would so vibe with that.
Erzählt so viel, doch zu sagen hast du nichts. Umkreist, umreißt, kommt sie zum Punkt. Heiß, heiß, heißer, liest dich hinreißt und es dir die Gier schreit. Legst dahin, dieses Betteln bieten Wimmer. Es kommt zu spät, komm, lass uns fest sein, mach ernst, lass die Kluft ein.
Yeah, and I feel like when it comes to Pinkie Pie, I also think of Cotton Candy, and that's partially what I think the hair looks like as well. Like, it's like... And that's why I'm doing like these sort of like tendrils at the end, because when I think of Cotton Candy, I always think of like the little lid off, or serve like ice cream. You know? But definitely I think of like big poofy hair. Because it looks like pink out. Exactly! Like, she's made out of bubblegum and cotton candy. I'm gonna make the liner darker a little bit. Well, not the liner. Okay. I feel like that. Yeah. I'm gonna do some funds because I like this. As I've said, I like the sprinkles. We'll add more color sprinkles though. Because we gotta add the very... it might blend into this. I have to make... Yeah, that feels... And it sort of also looks like confetti, right? See the vision? See the vision? Now, I want to add a few more things because I feel like when it comes to her coat, I feel like she would have patches, you know? Specifically like these white patches. Mostly like it feels like she has frosting. She looks like a pink horse. Yeah. There. I want it to still make sense. This feels like if MLP was made in the 19th with a really good animation. Do-do-do. There we go. We can do shadows, yeah. Hold up. We'll do shadows. Let's see, I want to make it... I want a good sort of texture. Okay, wait, I need to figure out where the light is coming from. I feel like there. Okay, I like that. And then I'm gonna blend. Oh, hi, Sam. Welcome in, welcome in. Got it right. Okay. I don't want it too bright, but also want to have enough so it sort of like has that nice pop. Okay. That's Pinkie Pie. Nice being here today. Hey, how's the stream going? It's going well. Okay. There's Pinkie Pie. Finally got it dried in after yapping on forever. Okay, so we have Pinkie Pie. Should we do more of the main six? I feel like we should. I'm always excited on streaming. This makes me come back every stream just to see you smile. Aw, thanks! Okay, so we got Pinkie Pie. I might come back to Pinkie Pie to like edit her a little bit, but I feel like I really like doing this one design. I think I really like it. I think it is pretty good for starters. And I always like making Pinkie Pie always have like that sort of hairstyle. It is just great. And I might add more to like the white patterns maybe, like specifically on her face to maybe add like, I don't know. Oh wait, she could have like sort of sprinkled like looking like freckles for the rest of the stream, Mama. Thanks. um Okay. I'll save that. And we'll actually put it in my Infected AU poster because this will be a design that I would probably use. Because we like making designs look better, you know? And I want them to be more like unique. So we got Pinkie. Ooh, who should we do next? Maybe Applejack. I do like Applejack. Though I should also, maybe Twilight Sparkle, because we really need to make her, because she's gonna be like sort of the main character of my Infected AU. Yeah. Let's do Twilight Sparkle. And I'm trying not to get too many, like, references, because it might stop my creative flow of, like, making actual new designs. I feel like Twilight Sparkle would be, like, very tall. So we'll actually make her taller than the others. Because we also need different body shapes, you know? To make them distinct. Because I feel like sometimes the problem is that My Little Ponies don't have, like, a distinct look. That leg is way too long. Also, the neck is... And Twilight is not an alicorn yet, so we're gonna keep her as a unicorn. A design that I do want to do for Twilight Sparkle is her having like those library glasses. I seen someone do a design like that for Twilight, and I found it absolutely like yeah, you would have that. And I feel like we'll keep her like her usual like... And it's like sort of those glasses that like go behind your head sort of thing with like the little chain. Truly librarian, you know? Feel like, yeah, I really I really like the librarian look that some people do for Twilight Sparkle. So I'm gonna do a similar thing like that. Now, I do already like Twilight Sparkle's design, so I don't think I'm gonna change much other than maybe just that, but I want her. Like, I already like her design. I think it's just adding a few accessories, you know? And maybe, like, making her, like, in a sense, cleaner and taller. And probably, like, yeah. I want her to be, like, sort of neater. And have, like, maybe a more smaller nose than other ponies, you know? More of, like... You see what I'm doing? See? You see the vision? Because, like, I really just like the monocle sort of, like, not really monocle, but like the tiny librarian glasses that some people add. And it's just like, yeah. Okay. Okay. How are we feeling on the design so far with this one? With Twilight Sparkle. Because we have Pinkie Pie, who's just all this fluffy, and then Twilight Sparkle, who's all like the straight. I think I might have to make this part shorter, actually. And then, yeah, that. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 7:28. Damn. How long have I been streaming? Okay, a little over 2 hours. That's fair. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm tired already. No, I don't want to be tired, but it is past the 2 hour mark. And I usually short streams are always past that. I think I'm gonna stop my stream for today. I will probably continue drawing a little bit more, but I also gotta give Hani her Mimikyu. So, yeah. Thank you for listening me yap about Infection AUs and My Little Pony lore and whatnot. So yeah, oh, excuse me. And then I'll definitely tell more about lore once I figure out more of like the details, especially get back to that one question is about like what happens when it spreads to like Earth ponies or Pegasi, or maybe even other like creatures in the My Little Pony universe. I'll like Discord. I will definitely look into that a little bit more and think about it. But with that, thanks for everybody who joined me today. As always, I appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.